All right, we are now live on YouTube as well. So welcome everyone to the 10th installment of the TFT press conference. For those that have not joined before, how this works is we pretty much wanted to create this to give everyone an opportunity to directly ask me questions. This has been something we've been doing over the last pretty much 20 weeks or so, last couple months. So anyone that's the funded trader role in Discord, anyone that's affiliate, you guys can request to speak. I'll bring you on. You can ask whatever question you want. We can discuss really anything that you guys want to discuss. The whole point of this is for me to really give you guys my insight as to what's going on in the industry. Obviously, this weekend was pretty eventful. So that being said, let's pretty much just get into it. We are going to do a giveaway as well. So in order to qualify, all you guys got to do, post on Instagram, post on Twitter, tag the funded trader, show that you're on the press conference right now, take a screenshot of the session, tag us. There's going to be a form in the chat that you guys can fill out. So go ahead, fill out the form, and then afterwards we'll go ahead and we'll pick somebody. So let's see who is going to come on.
Hello.
Yes, hello?
Hey, what's going on? I like the logo, AWSMLY.
Mic check.
Yeah, you're good. Alright, AW, you go first.
Mic check.
Yeah, we can hear you. Going once. Alright. Going twice. Alright, Rusty, you can go.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
All good, bro. Finally got the chance as a funded trader to being on the stage.
I feel like you've been up here before.
Yeah, I was an affiliate back then, but now I'm as a funded trader.
Fair enough. Well, congratulations to you on getting the account.
Yeah.
Give me one.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's really amazing. Feeling really awesome. All thanks to you and Denise, mostly, because it's all thanks to you guys. For the record, I got the account in a giveaway, to be honest, that I got funded, so thank you for that as well.
What size account did you get in the giveaway?
$25,000.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so first of all, like I have seen the dashboard updates and they look really amazing. I hope we will get to enjoy them soon. And I have like 3 or 4 basic questions. Can I ask all at once or one by one?
I'll just do one by one.
Okay. There were like about a month ago, you adjusted the leverage of a lot of things, like 1:40, 1:30 something, right? So you said you will be adding new instruments and you are adjusting the leverage. So what kind of instrument you planning to add, if you can like share a little bit?
Yeah, let me see if I can bring it up. Well, I know right now we don't have stocks. Those are currently restricted from the platform. So I know that's something that we were looking to bring on. Let me see what else. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, cool. There's a few indices that currently we don't have, and what we're doing, we're just trying to do an analysis of all the pairs that we have versus some pairs that are on some other platforms. So at the moment, let's see, we don't have I mean, they're not very popular. There's some exotic pairs. It's USD check, Euro check. I don't even know what Euro NOK is. We don't offer that right now. We don't offer like gold Euro, gold AUD, gold or not gold, XBD, USD. So we don't offer those. And then what else? We don't offer Hong Kong 50, US 2000, SPN 35, and then there's some other commodities like natural gas, wheat, soybean, corn. We don't offer any of those. Crypto, we currently don't offer Ripple, Monero, Neo, Cardano, Dogecoin, and then you have all the stocks, Apple, Alibaba, Amazon, etc.
There are so many things.
Yeah,
So you are planning to add some of those, huh?
I mean, it depends, right? The stocks is tricky because we don't want to offer equities at the moment, especially considering the industry, the state of the industry at the moment. We've been advised against offering equities, so I don't know about offering them at this current time. In regards to crypto, I mean, there's only, I mean, I don't know how popular, Ripple, Dash, Monero, Cardano, Dogecoin are, and that are going to be traded. So it's not too high of a priority. I think right now, considering the whole purple trading thing and DX trades and all that, we're really just trying to sort that out, as opposed to probably adding new instruments right now.
That's better. Okay. The weekly trading competition coming on 16th, I believe, still on the table?
Yeah, so that's definitely still on the table. We're just organizing the cadence of it right now. So, for example, is it going to be maybe the first week of the month we run the competition, then then you can register for 2 weeks, then another week we run the competition. Is it going to be every single week? So we're figuring out the strategy when it comes to that right now. But that's actually a good point. I'm gonna actually take a note on that to make sure we finalize it. So it's definitely coming.
Okay. After that, the DEX trading. Everyone can participate in the DEX trading, like the old traders, new traders, or it will be exclusive with a new buying account, something like that.
Say it again, DX trade?
Yeah, DX trade, like you are introducing DX trade, right? So everyone will be able to participate in that. Like I'm an old user, or is it for the new users only who will buy new accounts? They can select.
It's only for new users, so it's a completely different platform. So if you haven't taken a trade on your account and you want to switch, you can go ahead and switch to DX trade, but it's going to be for new purchases mainly. The thing about DX trade is it's still a relatively new platform. Like I was looking at the mobile app yesterday, it's definitely not as robust as say MT5, right? The desktop version is way cleaner because it's got TradingView's charts integrated with it. So definitely a good experience there, but there's a lot of room for improvement on the mobile app of DX Trade. So I know a lot of people are going to want to use MetaTrader if they have the option to. We're going to try to work with DX Trades to kind of get some new features added to it, but it's definitely going to be a work in progress. But to answer your question, yeah, it'll be mainly for new accounts.
Okay. I'm going to take just 2 more minutes, okay? I have 2 small questions left. On 28th of Feb, you are launching the Think Markets no commissions, if I'm correct. So that thing is applicable for everyone on Think Market or for the new users only?
Yeah, so that's a good question. At checkout, you're going to be able to select. It won't be an extra cost. It's just your choice. Do you want raw spreads? Do you want standard accounts? The raw spreads, you'll have the higher commission. Standard accounts, you'll have no commissions but higher spread. So it's just what your preference is on those accounts. So you'll have to purchase a new account in order to get the standard accounts on Think Markets.
Okay, thank you for all the information. Really thankful. And a small favor, like if possible in the future, uh, all the Discord announcements come at like 9 a.m. EST, etc., etc. Is it possible that you can install a plugin that can show us time according to our country, like most other Discord servers have, so we don't have to go to Google to convert the time every time?
Yeah,
Just asking,
so
like,
so you're saying like in the announcement it says that it ends at 8 a.m. EST, right?
yes, yes, yes.
What is there like a Discord bot for that, or what could we
Yeah,
use for that?
there is a Discord bot. Like a lot of servers use that. They give the time as per my country. That it's gonna end at that time or start gonna at that time.
I'm gonna take a note of that.
Yeah, it will be really amazing and helpful if that thing comes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, we could definitely do
that's
that.
it from that's it from me. Once again, thank you for everything, and I hope I will be able to enjoy a lot from the TFT. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate all your support. So I'm gonna take a note. Everyone that comes on, just a reminder, wins an account. So anyone that comes on and speaks will win a giveaway. Any suggestions that you guys have, we'll take notes on it, and we'll try to implement whatever we can. But just a reminder, anyone that speaks does get a chance to win or wins an account. So we'll go next. We've got whoever wants to go
Yeah,
next.
my mic's on mute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Hi there, Angelo, Energy Rising. Thank you for having me on. I have two questions. Is obtaining the necessary licensing to execute traders' trades in the live market part of the strategic plan for TFT? And if so, to what extent is the initiative prioritized within the firm's operational objectives?
Yeah, let's pause on that one. So you're saying you're asking like what prioritization trading is and utilizing the data is in our firm.
I'm asking about the licensing for you to actually execute live trades in the market. So like the trade,
yeah.
because the current business model for TFT is like you obviously create through generating your liquidity and income through traders, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can answer your question. So TFT is an evaluation entity. It's located in the US. TFT does no trading at all. It's not in TFT's roadmap to do any trading either. So
Okay.
TFT just accepts the challenge revenue. That's why it's called an evaluation firm. So it's really just evaluating traders per the challenge. Now the feed that TFT uses for all the accounts that the traders see, that's quote unquote simulated. So it's trying to replicate what would you would experience in a live market scenario. The reason for that is, one, if everything was demo, there'd be a lot of people just able to game the feed and make unlimited money, because as we know, demo trading is you could find a lot of loopholes to make money with it. And two, basically the ultimate roadmap of TFT is to be able to provide the data to a third party, whether that's a hedge fund, a proprietary trading firm, a data firm, any type of firm that would be willing to take on the data, mine it for alpha, and figure out how to essentially monetize it. So that really is the goal of TFT, and with that, that's why we're constantly trying to improve the feed. We're constantly making tweaks to the simulated conditions. We're meeting with people that have a lot of industry experience for them to try to help us to create a better simulated feed with the access that we currently have. Now, be mindful, we don't own our own servers. We don't own a broker, anything like that. We're currently in our current state working with third-party brokers and trying to work with them to understand how the feed is set up and whether it's simulated. And to be honest, there's people that we work with, and I think this is happening in the industry, where they'll tell us like, yeah, your feed is simulated. This is coming from a bridge. This is a live feed, yada, yada, yada. And then meanwhile, they're charging us X amount because they're stating that. And then they're actually just using a plugin that costs them, one-time fee. and then they're simulating the feed with the plugin, which is, as we know, or anyone knows about plugins, could make a bad trading experience. And we're sitting here paying all this money, the feed is shit, the traders are having a bad experience, so we've experienced that as well. So there's a war going on behind the scenes with us, trying to find the right partners, trying to find the right setup, and set up the simulated feed the right way. But I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I mean, that was really insightful, and definitely an insight into what that you're kind of dealing with on your side of things also. Which brings me to which then brings me to my next question, because obviously one of the other things that I've seen in the payout channels that I don't know, obviously there's a lot of people, they're I'll call it a bit impatient, and I find it a bit ludicrous, with the industry that we are in as traders, that we have to be patient. So what kind of things are going on from your side in relation to the suspected EMR breaches and some of those cases being wrongfully breached? I saw this message from someone in the chat, Sai, I think it was, SY, because he said in his case, TFT email support has been quite unhelpful and unfortunately.
Yeah, so I can definitely answer that. So I posted a message earlier today in the minor announcements about kind of what's going on. So anyone that hasn't read that, go to minor announcements. I know there's a lot of channels in Discord. If you guys are not checking major announcements, minor announcements, if you're trying to follow what's going on, put on notifications in those channels particularly. You're going to be able to, that's where I post the most relevant stuff. So pretty much what's going on, one with the payouts and the new payment structure. So historically, we've had payouts in one day. We've had payouts in as fast as 8 hours, right, with the King's program accounts. Now, ever since September, when Deal turned us off, we had an integration set up with their system. It made doing payouts extremely easy, and it also required a lot of less time from a leadership perspective of making sure that everything was basically, that payouts were getting sent with the right amounts, yada, 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 being sent to the right people. Ever since that went away, everything's been crypto. We noticed that in October through December, there was basically some discrepancies in the amounts that were being paid out for whatever reason. And because of that, in the end of December, we decided to kind of lock it down. We changed the payout to 3 business days. Now we have one of the executive team members owning the payout process, so every single day, auditing the payouts that should go out, the amounts. Also, from a risk perspective, the investigation. So are people using prohibited trading strategies? Are they doing KYC fraud? Are they who they say they are in terms of who's trading the account? Are they trading from the same IP, not the same IP address, but are they copy trading? Are they doing account management? Any of the rules that are being violated, are they doing any of those things? Those things need to be checked on every single payout. When your firm is a little bit smaller, you can get away with I don't want to say get away with, but you can definitely handle the volume more easily. At the size that we're at, sending hundreds of payouts a day and doing the thorough investigations that we're doing, you have to realize that we're not just doing the KYC, the prohibited strategies, all the AML stuff for shits and giggles. We're doing it because as a company that's growing, that's paying out tons of money, that has customers all over the world, we may not be regulated, but we have to operate as though we are regulated. And what that means is we have to have AML policies, we have to have KYC policies internally, we have to have some type of compliance framework that we operate within. We have to enforce all of these things. We can't just let people who are doing credit card fraud, debit card, all these different things, we can't let them skate by. We obviously can't let people that are gambling on the platform. We have to be mindful of who's trying to game the system in any other way. One of the things that we've seen recently is that we started to realize that people that have gotten a lot of payouts in the channels, people say, "Oh my God, I've gotten banned. I've got a ton of payouts. I'm getting banned because I'm getting tons of payouts." No, we noticed that people that start to get a lot of payouts, what they do is, since they now have money, they start to buy tons of accounts and they start to, maybe previously they're risking 1% per trade, 2% per trade, 0.5% per trade. But now that they have all this money, they can just buy 10 accounts, punt 4.5% until they pass, get right back to a funded account, and then on that funded account continue to kind of gamble with all these accounts. So that's why these people are getting banned. It's not because, they're making a ton of money on the platform. It's simply because they're deviating from what got them there, and they're choosing to gamble. They're choosing to try to gamify the system, which I know a lot of influencers talk about. And I know that when you're funded, you're kind of like, fuck this, I don't want to take a challenge. I just want to get back to being funded. You don't want to waste the time. But that's not, what we're trying to do here. That's not essentially the product that we created. The product that we created wasn't for you to just gamble and gamify the system by just buying tons of accounts and punting on them until you get funded again. So if we notice that, that's stuff that we're looking for as well. Originally, we wanted to roll out the dungeon. We wanted to throw them in there. But transparently, there's just so much going on right now. The team is pretty thin on the risk side, and we just can't action the dungeon because it's not automated right now. There's other projects that are higher priority. So we can't manually be moving people into the dungeon. We've just got to be taking swift action on whatever we can. So long-winded response. I hope I answered somewhat your question. Open to whatever follow-up question you have.
No, you definitely been very open and transparent and answering and gave, as I said, a real clear insight. You definitely painted the picture very, very well. So just before I go, I'd like to ask if I could ask you for a request. The request being, true, I do not know the situation of Sai, the person who I got that second question from. Could I just ask that his situation is reviewed? True, I don't know the situation. You obviously, shed light on why some people are actually getting banned.
What's his Discord name? What's it, like? How do you spell it?
His Discord name is from here, SY, I believe.
SY.
One second, let me actually. Zach, can you just message me? Again, please.
Yeah. Like the bastard. The one kind
Six-figure crypto, so SIXFI, but the spot normally all lowercase.
What is it?
Oh, is it? Wait. Is it LMK00? Sorry, I believe. Oh, not.
Y'all need to figure this one out.
Well, yeah, when I click on this thing, it says LMK00, so I don't know if that's his tag or whatever, but.
LMK00.
Oh, there you go. Outside. Dennis is like that. Okay, well, thank you for your time, Angelo.
Thank you, appreciate it. Here it is, Mr. Sai. So what I'll do, and I'll actually excited to answer to that. Why are people not getting responses and support related to EMR breaches? So I want to answer that because on the surface, it just appears we're banning people, we're not giving them a response, we're assholes. That's what people think, and honestly, like, you're not really necessarily wrong per se, right? Like, everyone deserves a response. Everyone deserves for us to give them a good support experience. So, this is why people aren't getting a response given that situation. Is currently the support team, when it comes to these manual breaches, historically, or not like these EMR breaches, historically, if you had an issue with your drawdown, you raise a ticket with support, they look into it, we do a manual review, we get back to you, right? With the heightened amount of breaches right now, we're in a situation where, since the system itself is not updating things, not performing at the level that it should be, there's more cases than historically there has been. There's obviously more inquiries in the chat. There's simply too many. I don't want to say too many, but there's too many for our team to handle right now in terms of the manual reviews to be able to get back to them. What I personally want to do, because everyone's wondering, are these cases legit? Like, is this fraud? I want to select, I want to select people. I want to show publicly, this is the person's case. This is when they violated their drawdown. This is the proof of why they violated their drawdown. You can see everything spelled out. I think a lot of what's happening is somebody gets roped up. Maybe today they've been trading all day. They have no idea that they're near the drawdown, and then they receive an EMR breach 2 days later. Oh, you were breached drawdown on Monday. It's 2 days later. Maybe you've taken 50 other trades. You don't even remember what happened on Monday. And then you look at your history on MT4. It just shows the closed trades. You look at the chart. You see has it been there, and you're like, this isn't a breach, right? This is what's really going on. These are the people that want that additional feedback. So, considering that, if we were to sit here and we were to spell out exactly the breach, the location, the time, the trades, yada, 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 we're of 99% confidence that we are correct in these breaches. We've gone through the data countless times. We have the system automated now, our own system. It's looking at all the trades, pulling in the tick data, times of day. The only instance where there's edge cases that we've seen is if you have a withdrawal that day, or if there's any type of account balance adjustment. You scaled your account, you merged your account, you got to withdraw. There are some instances where there's been incorrect breaches related to those. If you're a funded trader and experience that, just raise a ticket. Those will be prioritized. For everyone else, if you really want an EMR review, we're working right now to equip the support team to be able to provide additional information. That is a work in progress. I know that's not what you want to hear, but I am going to pick out cases. We're going to people that are just in Discord. We'll use Sai as an example. We'll do a public EMR review. We'll show you guys what we're looking at. Listen, if we're wrong, we'll more than admit it, right? If we review some of these cases and we're incorrect, we're obviously going to be transparent about it. We're obviously going to make the right adjustments to it. We are very confident, though. We've continued to, people that have raised in Discord, I brought them into our internal channels. We've looked at them internally. We see that they're valid. That's why we're not causing a huge ruckus about it. But that's where we're at with the EMR. I know it's a pretty hot topic right now. Let's go to the next person. Anybody that wants to come on next, feel free to go ahead. John, it's all you. Or Zaki, either one. Looks like you might have audio issues. All right, so quick reminder, giveaway. Anyone that wants to participate, there's a form in the chat that Dennis is posting. Make sure to fill that out. Post us on Twitter. Post us on Instagram. Tag the Funded Trader. Follow us on YouTube as well. This is not a condition of the giveaway, but we're 1,000 away from 100K on YouTube. So go subscribe over there. Anybody that wants to speak, just request. You have to have the Funded Trader role to be able to be brought on. So I'm going to bring on a few more people. All right. Looks like we have God on here. You want to go first? Okay.
Hello, Angelo. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, Mr. AA?
Mic check. Mic, you hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Looks like he can't hear us. All right, we're going next. Creedy, you want to come on?
What's up, bro?
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, I got two questions, I guess.
Yep.
Being a U.S. client who has existing funded accounts, most of them are with purple, ones with ACAT. Should I be concerned with maybe getting these transferred over to a different platform as the payouts come around? And then two, I have multiple purple accounts that I was planning to merge after payouts tomorrow, but I'm assuming that's probably not possible since we're pretty much done with them today, the 12th.
Yep. So the first one, what was the first one you said? Should I be concerned as a U.S. client with trading on the platform? Is that pretty much what it was?
More so, should I be looking to move my accounts out of Purple into something else as the payouts, as they come to a payout? So I have 2 accounts that are on Purple right now that get payout tomorrow. Like, after that payout, should I be moving them, or should I just continue as is? Because I like Purple, but I just don't want to get shut down. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I know that with Purple, I mean, as of now, we're allowed to keep the existing accounts running. So anyone that's on Purple that's in a funded account, they can keep trading on the account. There's nothing that they've said to us about disabling those accounts at this current time. If you want to be proactive about it, on the next withdrawal, you certainly can request to switch to like a Think Markets, or if at that point the DX Trades is available, you can switch to that as well. In regards to merging, if you do try to merge the accounts, it's going to get created on Think Markets.
Yeah, I figured that. Okay.
Yep. What else you got?
I mean, that was the main thing. It's just, there's been a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt on, the Twitter and the internet and whatnot, and nobody seems to really know what they're talking about. And they're like, oh, Purple's getting shut down. Oh, this is getting shut down. But from what I've come to understand over the past few days, it's more so future clients have been kind of blocked. And if you're kind of already in, like you've already passed the checkpoint, you're already inside is what I'm starting to feel like the situation is.
Yeah, so I think that there's a lot of obviously misinformation that's being spread on social media. I mean, that's what social media is created for people to just spew whatever they want. So in terms of what we know, Purple is really what's happening is it sounds like MetaQuotes, they don't want Purple to offer the platform anymore to any of these like third parties. I'll put it at that. They don't want the third parties to utilize the platform through Purple. So Purple swiftly was like, we need to pause any new registrations. We're still in discussion with them. We're still figuring it out. So it's very much up in the air as to what is actually going on. This is really just a preventative measure right now. Like they're not, to my knowledge, getting their license taken away, anything like that. So Purple's just trying to be proactive about their standing. They're very passionate about the industry. They're very collaborative, and they've been very helpful to us. So they are doing the best they can to basically come back and to be here, because they put a lot of effort and a lot of resources into this industry. So I expect there to be more updates about Purple. I don't think it's over with them. I just think right now it's very much a discovery period. I mean, there's a lot of variables when it comes to working with a third-party platform, working with a third-party broker. They're dealing with their own internal processes, internal audits, compliance, etc. So as of right now, we're very much at the mercy of kind of these other platforms, which is why we're trying to be proactive, and we're trying to get the X up and running, C-Trader up and running. I have meetings for more platforms. I have meetings for other like brokerages as well to potentially get into the space. So it's very much just a hustle right now to try to figure out again who can be a participant to help service this product. And it's never been easy, even going all the way back to when we started, right? There was nobody that wanted to service it. Then 8cap took a chance on it, and then that brought in some new players that took a chance on it. So right now it's just going to be a matter of who wants to continue to get involved. I think there'll be some new players that enter the space, and that's pretty much where we're at. I mean, the thing is that everything is so unlike when we first started. Now there's over 80,000 people on the platform. Like there's tons of funded traders, right? So it's very much we're flying the plane while we're trying to build the plane, right? That's really where we're at at the moment, which is never easy. So we just have to be open and transparent about it. If tomorrow Purple comes to us and says all funded traders, can't trade anymore, we're restricting that, we're gonna have to plan a migration plan, right? Whether that's to Think or to DX or to another platform, depending where the user is located. Those are all things that we're definitely thinking about right now. But there's always, when there's a will, there's definitely a way. So we're trying to figure out all the different contingency plans right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that response. I mean, as you know, I've gained a bit of influence in the space myself, and I have a lot of people that keep coming to, where should I buy? Where should I buy? What platform should I get on? And I don't really have answers for them right now, So
yeah,
I've been trying to just guide people the best I can and just tell them, like, hey, if you're already in, you need to protect the accounts that you have. You can't be punting, YOLO, and blowing these accounts at this point, because they're becoming a precious commodity. I mean, they should have been already to, any person who considers himself a professional trader. But, there's a lot of people in the space that are doing a lot of these nefarious things, as you said, and now they're overly concerned.
Yeah, well, I think that there's a lot of different things, but to your point, I think the average consumer that's just simply trying to purchase an account, trade it reasonably, and have a good experience, there's a bit of shock right now. All the way going back to the MFF thing, there was shock. I think the positive in all of this is that there's going to be options for people to be on the platform. There's going to be, whether that's DX, C-Trader, hopefully MetaTrader, there's going to be options for people to participate, and the core of the product is you trade, the slogan, trade simulated, get paid. I mean, the core of the product, which is you purchase, you prove your skills in the challenge, and you're able to then get access to the percentage of the funded account. That's still going to be here. We just have to continue to reinvent how that's brought to market and improve that experience. I mean, if you remember going all the way back to the beginning of TFT, like, the dashboard was complete shit, right, for a while. And over time, we've improved it. And now there's a point where, okay, the dashboard's lagging, and we have to improve it again. And now we need the platform DX, isn't that great. So we need to improve that.
Right.
So it's very much just we have to continuously strive for improvement and put our best foot forward and do the best we can. And that's all we can do at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Absolutely, and I have full faith in you guys, because I've been with you since day one pretty much, and there's been nothing but continuous improvement. There's been problems addressed. I mean, there's even been things I've suggested myself, and I know the other people have suggested that you've implemented over time, but people just have to be patient and understand that there's a lot of moving parts, and like you said, it's kind of hard to prepare the plane while it's in flight. But I appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
Yeah, as always, appreciate the support, and congratulations on the newfound influence that you've garnered. Definitely well deserved. You've been working quite hard on everything, so props to you on that.
All right, thanks, bro. Take care.
Later. All right, we're going next. Make. Is your mic good?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
It's actually an honor to be here live with you.
It's an honor myself.
So I have one suggestion and one question, please. So my question is, when traders successfully pass all the phases, phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 of the challenge, when they reach funded account, is that account, is our orders being placed live directly on live market, or how is it done?
Yeah, great question. So we answered this a little earlier in the call. So the funded trader itself, I'll reiterate, is an evaluation firm. What does that mean? Is we're accepting the challenge revenue through the funded trader. The funded trader is based in the US, based in Texas. We're working with third-party broker to create what's called a simulated feed for all of our accounts. Now, the goal of the funded trader is to utilize the data by sharing it with a third party, whether that's a brokerage or a prop firm or a hedge fund or an investment firm that thinks they can extract alpha and monetize the data. So the funded trader itself, there's no live trades. No live trades get sent to the market. Everything's simulated. That's why the slogan "simulated, get paid." I think over time, we've learned. We've been in this 3 years now, right? So when we began, things were quite different in terms of how we were trying to go about doing the business. We were learning. We were working with brokers, working with partners, legal structure, and over time we've learned a lot. And that's the state of TFT. So TFT itself, you could tell your friends if anyone asks, everything's simulated. You know, they're like, where does the money come from? Well, you know, we have bills, right? We have costs, and we have to ultimately pay our costs to have the right to utilize your data and to be able to share that data. So that's really where we're at.
Okay, I understand. So then the suggestion I would like to give is based on statistics. For example, the monthly competitions that is going on every month, you will get to realize that more than half of us, the participants, we tend to breach the account even before mid-month. So I'm suggesting that, there should be a designated day of the week, maybe Mondays or Tuesdays, just for online trainings and mental training. You get skill training. I believe this will make TFT stand out among other firms.
So we've gone back and forth about this. Let me see. So we got 71,000 people in the competition right now. There's 17 days left. 50,000 people are left. So we've pretty much had...
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
We've pretty much had, what is that? 30% of people have failed out of the competition so far, right? Pretty wild.
In less than 2 weeks.
In less than 2 weeks. So, to your point, could we be offering education? I don't think we'll be offering education as a company right now, just because it's not part of our product offering. The product itself is educational, right? Like putting boundaries around your trading, putting restrictions around, it's educational. For us to come out and become an educational firm along with, selling the challenges as well is not something that is just part of our roadmap at the moment. But that being said, I personally think that what should be happening is we have a lot of people in the community who have earned funded accounts, who've gotten payouts, right? There's over 30,000 payouts that have been sent to this point, right? To X amount of people. So they're in Discord. Like these people, if you want to reach out to somebody and get educated, there's countless people, educators in the Discord that are willing to work with you. Obviously, there's scammers in there as well, because that's just the nature of the business. Okay. But you need to, anyone that you're trying to ask for education, for help, you need to ask them, hey, can you send me proof of your withdrawals, right? Send me the QR code of your certificates. Send me your fucking blockchain address so I can see the payouts go into your account, right? Like, get proof that these people are actually making...
not to fall into scammers' hands.
Yeah, like, get proof that that you're actually getting paid, like, because you don't want to learn... The worst thing to do is to learn from someone who doesn't know what the hell they're doing. That is the worst thing you could do. It's a waste of your... complete waste of your time and money.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, sir. And so,
go ahead.
Please, lastly, before I go, I have a little personal. This is a personal complaint. Please, if I may speak.
Go ahead.
So, what happened? It actually happened today. I tried to purchase. I got a 60% discount from the previous Powerball giveaway, which I'm very grateful. So I decided to activate it today. Are you with me? So I wanted to buy a 5K Dragon challenge. It was $49. So after the 60% coupon, it was approximately $20 that I was meant to pay. So when I purchased $20, I purchased additional $10 because of gas fee and what have you. Since I'm paying through cryptocurrency, my country does not give us the permission to use cards for online transaction and what have you. So unfortunately, what happened? I didn't know that the gas fee was more expensive than the main account. I had $29 in my account. I initiated the transaction. Unfortunately, it was just $9 that could go into TFT's account, and $19 was transferred to as gas fee. So I don't know how this will unfold.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we'll just give you an account, no worries, or we'll give you an account for the session. Obviously, the gas fees are pretty high for
Okay.
for ERC20. The gas fees are pretty high, so that honestly sucks. Sounds like you wanted to get the account for $20.
Well, it sucks really because the gas fee was even more expensive than the challenge account, and that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then, anyways, no problem. I really appreciate having here with you. It's a dream come true, honestly. I never thought I could speak with you one-on-one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No,
for
thank
all
you.
the help and everything.
Appreciate you coming on. We'll give you the account, no worries. We are working on some alternative payment methods, like some other networks that are cheaper. I know Polygon is gonna be live soon, so that'll be a cheaper alternative to ERC20, and then TRC20 afterwards will be ready. So hopefully Polygon will help resolve that issue.
Okay, sir. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.
You as well. Bye. All right, we got God on. You there?
Hey, Angelo, nice to meet you.
You as
This
well.
will be my first time speaking at the conference. Yeah. All right, so I want to ask a quick question concerning the challenge accounts. Yeah, looking at all the challenges, we kind of have some form of add-on. But looking at the Rapid in particular, since it's called Rapid, I feel like the payouts should be a little bit faster than the others. Because, I mean, it's called Rapid. There should be some kind of add-on, if you don't mind. Are you like considering that in the nearest future?
Yeah, so great question. You know, once upon a time when we launched the Rapid Challenge, for those that know, at that time it was actually not a standard to have biweekly payouts. The Rapid was actually pretty innovative in that it was one of the only challenges that had payouts every 14 days. Now, you know, with everything that's transpired in the industry, it's become a bit outdated, right? I think there's a lot of firms that offer biweekly payouts, so I think what we can do is we have the 7-day payout add-on. It's launching, I believe, this week, actually, the end of this week. So we have the 7-day add-on. We run tons of discounts, so if you guys want to use the discounts to get the add-on, you can go ahead and do that. So that'll be a good solution. It's no minimum trading days, so from that standpoint, things are a bit quicker. But that is the solution at the moment. There is an add-on I'm working on that we're trying to figure out. It's going to be anytime payouts, so you'll be able to withdraw anytime. You'll always have the withdrawal button available to you. So we're working on that right now. So, you know, that's coming soon. I've been polling about it. People see it in the survey for those that have filled it out for the Powerball. So I'm hoping to get that done very soon. But yeah, hope that answers your question.
All right, thank you. And with regards to the treasure funds, it's kind of pretty much boring right now. There are no cool new features that people can engage in to actually win stuff there. Just we predict Bitcoin, daily tapping. Some people have like completed most of the stuff there. So I don't know if there's any cool stuff you can add to the treasure hunt that will make it more engaging. Because I check the treasure hunt app like mostly every day, and really just predict Bitcoin, tap and win, and that's all.
Yeah, give me one second, just because I have a meeting coming up. I just need to tell them to be late. Alright, so for the Treasure Hunt app, I agree with you. It's extremely outdated at the moment. It literally hasn't been updated since it launched, you know, which sucks. So we have the team on it at the moment. They're looking through it and they're making suggestions to me about what we can add, like different actions that we can add. I'll get with their team and see what features we can add to it as well. You know, I think people like using it, right? We've given out literally over 100,000 coupons through the Treasure Hunt app to this point. Like, people got to realize how many people have won coupons from participating in that. It's actually crazy. So if you haven't signed up, go sign up now. Go to the website, link is there. Go in Discord, link is there. But to your point, we definitely have to improve it. So something that's on our radar right now.
All right, thank you. That'll be all.
Appreciate it. Reminder, anyone that speaks is going to win a challenge account. So I'm taking notes on everyone. We're going to have time for 2 more people because I do have to hop off into a meeting. So 2 more people can speak. Anyone that's on right now, feel free to hop on. If not, I'll bring on some other people. Noemi, it's your time. Going once. All right, we're going to bring on a few more people. Let's see.
Hi, Angelo.
Hey,
Angelo.
what's going on, Asri?
How are you, my friend?
Doing
How's
well.
everything?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Not bad, not bad. Conscious of your time as well. You mentioned you had to hop off for a meeting. Look, I just want to come back into the issue on payouts itself. From my perspective, I think props to you guys, especially you. I've had a lot of trust in TFT ever since I started my prop trading journey last year. The recent issues that has been bothering me is obviously, look, I think TFT is pretty much the cornerstone of the prop firm industry right now, right? And obviously the interest of TFT is literally our interest as prop traders itself. But I'm just going to jump into the recent issues on payouts that we've seen. Look, I think for myself, I've gotten payouts from you guys. I filled a number of accounts. I bought, thankfully, because my payouts were quite substantial at that time. And obviously now I come to another point of awaiting a payout itself. But recently, of course, we've seen a lot of issues that popped up when we look at the payout chats in terms of guys getting flagged, the EMRs, and whatnot. Now, from my perspective, I wasn't worried at all, right? I looked at some of these, grouses on the chat. I knew that perhaps, they kind of got on the other side of TFT, doing some stuff. I mean, in all confidence, I felt that, at any point in time, I was definitely one of the safe ones. But recently, obviously, I've also gotten. I wouldn't say flagged, but the delay emails, etc. Thankfully nothing's popped up yet. Fingers crossed. But I'm just saying, it's starting to be a bit more random, and I think that randomness kind of can affect a lot of people, especially the legit traders, done everything right. KYC from from a jurisdiction that's not the kind of flouted. Been any part of any nefarious activities, etc. So what's your advice? How do we take this? Especially these delay emails that says that we get investigated, etc. I mean, is there any bright way of looking at it from that perspective? I mean, take my situation as an example, for example.
Yeah, so I'm trying to understand what the question actually is. So it sounds like you're basically saying that it seems like the payout process is becoming degraded, right? More people are being affected. There's delays that are more randomized. What are the reasons for that? Why is it happening? How can I be reassured that I'm gonna get a good experience? Is that what you're trying to ask, basically?
Exactly. Especially when you receive these delay emails and those delay emails that were sent by you, but I'm pretty sure some of them may be system generated as well. But is it a be all and end all when we receive those emails, or
no? Definitely not. Yeah, definitely not. I'll say this. Really, there's a lot of factors, right? I talked about earlier, I touched on the fact that we have to, right now, given the internal systems that we have with crypto, one, we have to only send a certain amount per day for our crypto accounts. In terms of our money movement, there's things going on with money movement that we have to be very cognizant of, our bank accounts that we have to be very cognizant of. We're working with certain limits on a daily basis in terms of transferring. These are things that normally you would never hear and you would know nothing about because it doesn't necessarily concern you. But these are things that are extremely critical to our business at this current time. So we have to be very cognizant of the health of our bank accounts, the limits that we have on our accounts, et cetera, et cetera. So that's part of the reason what's causing the delays. The other reason is just simply the team. You know, the unfortunately, with everything that's going on, we have the system malfunctioning in terms of it not catching the drawdowns correctly. We have the system not sending the right payout amounts consistently. We have the traders now more and more. We've seen a growth of traders coming onto our platform, especially with shutting down of other firms that are committing nefarious activity. They see that TFT pays out, quote unquote, guaranteed, and now they're coming here to game our system and to pull money out of really like your pocket, right? By everyone's pocket. So, you know, we're fighting a war on multiple fronts right now internally. Everyone can see that. It comes through with that chat. It comes through with the other firms shutting down. You know, there's a war going on in the industry right now to fight to keep these companies alive. So we're just doing everything that we can to make sure that everything is done accurately, make sure that everything is done in a way that's in line with our compliance guidelines, the way they're currently mapped out. And at the end of the day, we're trying to make sure that the people who deserve to get paid. You know, that's the most important thing. If you check our blockchain address, anyone that's received a withdrawal from us can pull it up. You can see the amount of money going out from TFT. We say how much in payouts goes out on a monthly basis. You can literally look it up yourself and see how much in payouts are being sent on the blockchain. It's not a secret. It's right there. So if anyone has doubts in terms of how much is being paid out, if it's lies, this and that, you can just look. I mean, it's not, you know, we're not hiding anything. It's there. It's public information. So, you know, for you, I think the main thing is, I would love to sit here and say that the process is going to be extremely seamless, because that's a lie. Like right now, there is a 3 business day for payouts. There's investigations. There's various delays for other reasons outside of our control. And really, what I would ask, you know, and advise anyone if I was trading on the platform right now, is I'd review the FAQs. You know, what is the SLA for getting a payout? Oh, it's 3 business days. When did I request? Was it Friday after 1 p.m.? All right, well, I can assume that my payout will come on Wednesday by 5 p.m. the end of the day, or by 11 p.m. the end of Eastern time, the end of the day. And then what happens if your payout doesn't come by the end of the day, Wednesday? You know, I would definitely be concerned. I would definitely be reaching out to support. I'd be going in the payout help channel. I'd be going to intercom. You know, be raising tickets. And at the end of the day, you're someone who's owed money, who's a user on the platform that expects a good experience. So, you know, I would be vocal and I would come forward and I would say that you're having this experience, that you want it to be improved. You know, at the end of the day, we're here to listen to feedback, to constantly improve what we're doing. I do believe we'll get to a point where things are going to be operating more efficiently in the next couple of months, because we have some big projects that are closing up as we're navigating all this shit going on. So, you know, right now it's just very much about how do we continue to do things the right way? How do we make all the complex stuff? How do we make it done accurately and efficiently? That's what we're focused on. You know, I'm very sorry and I apologize that it's translated to a worse customer experience. You know, that's not what we're intending to have right now, but we're definitely working on the solutions to get to a better spot. And at the end of the day, you know, if you're having a bad experience with TFT, you can always try another platform. There's other options out there as well. You're certainly not handicapped to only trade with us. Can't sit here and say that you should trade with us for XXX. I mean, if you're having a bad experience, you know, you're owed a better experience. So we're working on it, and obviously we need to improve it, and we're going to continue to give updates, you know, as we're trying to do that.
I understand. Thank you so much. I think you were very clear. I mean, so, long story short is that those emails that we received, I mean, for me personally, I received it like 1 day before the 3-day timeline. I wasn't chasing, right? But those delay emails were just, to kind of give us a heads up that there may be some kind of delays on our payouts. It's not necessary. I would presume that if we were in some breach, we would definitely have gotten word of it from your risk team as well, right? But if we've gotten that normal email from you, I would say that if we don't hear anything back, we should be able to just reach out to dashboard to find out what our status was.
Yeah. So to answer your question, we are on a daily basis. Anyone that's delayed, even close to being delayed, we're now contacting. So we're really making it a priority to communicate as much as we can with with you guys, so with the traders, to make sure that you're informed as to what's going on. So don't be alarmed if you received an email, hey, your payout's delayed, we're working on it. It's our intention with that is really to just make you more aware and to just update you, and not for there to be crickets. So that's really what we're trying to do.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Have a great day, Angelo.
Yeah, you as well. Appreciate you hopping on, and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to end it off with that, guys, because I do need to hop into a meeting now. We're going to pick the winners. One, we have everyone that came on that just spoke is going to get an account, so we took note of that. We have the Powerball giveaway as well, so make sure you fill out that form. I was supposed to close the form yesterday. I still didn't close it. There's over 10,000 people that have already filled it out. So it's going to close shortly. So make sure you fill that out. And then we're going to pick Powerball. So we're going to have, I think, like 30 winners of accounts. And then everyone else is going to win the best coupons, 50% off, 60% off. So expect to receive that either later today or tomorrow morning. But that's pretty much it for the session. Really appreciate you guys hopping on, chatting about whatever you guys want to chat with. If you want to hop on a future session, we'll have another one in 2 weeks. So every other Monday, we do the press conference. This will be on YouTube as well. So if you want to catch the replay of this, head over to the YouTube channel and you guys can watch the replay. So a lot of work to do, back to work for me right now. Again, appreciate all of your guys' support. TFT's been growing like crazy despite everything going on. So appreciate all the support and all of the love from you guys. And I'll catch you guys in the next session. So best of luck. Later.